Chapter 3. Back Alley Garbage. When dam fell to the floor. A few garbage bags fall from above the ceiling, filling the bedroom with more garbage than it already had. At the left corner of the room, a garbage bag suddenly starts to move. The movement increased, and a hand popped out from between one of the bags. Then Anne's head came out. Is surrounded by garbage bags. The stench of foul food and other garbage items wafting up his nostrils, making him wanting to puke. He is in a back alley somewhere, and it's getting difficult to breathe. From where he's lying on the garbage bags, he looks up to see the fire escape ladder across from him. His gaze shifts further upwards, on the rooftop, and sees that there is no one. Relieved from the sight, he finally smiles and gets up to his feet. He starts walking, making his way out of the back alley. He tries to get away all the garbage stuck on his upper body. He takes off a used condom that was stuck on the back of his neck, then pulls out a syringe needle from his left long sleeve. "Ew, gross!" he groans as he looks at the garbage. Anne looks at his lower body to check if there is any more garbage on himself. He doesn't find any, so he stops his efforts of cleaning his clothes. "Lucky me!" Anne chuckles as he shakes his head in self-appreciation. Anne finally looks calm and relaxed. His hands go down to his jeans pocket as he starts whistling. When Anne is about to turn towards the right corner, his eyes land on Boiler. He has been standing there for quite some time, waiting for Anne. "Oh, hey!" and screeches as soon as he sees Boiler. Boiler instantly jumps forward and grabs Anne from his shirt's collar. Anne tails several steps backwards as Boiler follows him. Every step Anne takes backward, Boiler moves forward, not letting go of the hold on his shirt at all. "Boiler, thank goodness it's you. There were some people trying to get in my home, just moments ago. So, I ran out," Anne said as he looked at Boiler. As a response, Boiler just pushes Anne backwards with full force. Anne is now pushed up against the wall as Boiler holds him in place. "I thought it was my school again, trying to get my overdue books, but I lost them years ago," said Anne as he looked at Boiler. Anne takes out the brown paper bag from behind his back with his right hand as he says, "Anyway, I have a donation for you." "It's not money. Because I don't have any money on me right now. I'm flat broke. But I'll get it, your money, real soon, from that thing I've due today. I promise." Boiler's right hand grabs the brown paper bag out of Anne's outstretched hand. He quickly took a peek in the brown bag to see what's inside. He looks at the couple of new cell phones, golden watches, diamond earrings, tickets of upcoming events, including hockey tickets to the final games of the playoffs. Boiler looks at Anne with narrowed eyes. His face erupts in a half-smile as he arches his eyebrows. "I got to say, Anne, you are full of mystery," says Boiler, as he looks at Anne with wonderment apparent on his face. "Sure, that's what smart people," Anne says nervously, then glances up to look at Boiler's face for a moment before he continues. "Say to me." This enrages Boiler as he looks dead into his eyes, before tightening his grip on his shirt and saying, "Yeah, for being so fucking late, so many goddamn times. You clever fuck you. You think you can fucking avoid me? Forever?" Anne gulps as he looks into Boiler's eyes, now red, full of rage. Boiler punches the brick wall with his right hand, just inches beside Anne's face. "Do you?" shouts Boiler, as Anne flinches by his voice and the sudden punch on the brick wall beside his face. Nevertheless, Anne responds, "No." Boiler punches the wall another time, as he shouts again, "Do you?" Anne flinches, but not as much this time. He responds yet again, "No." Boiler punches the wall again and says, "Do you?" Anne says, "No," punching the wall yet again, his voice rising several octaves as he asks, "What did you say?" Anne has his eyes closed as he looks, answers his question, "No." Boiler punches the wall again and asks louder, "What?" Anne replies louder than before, "No." Boiler shouts loudly after punching the wall yet another time, "What?" Anne replies loudly again, "No." After punching the wall one last time, he shouts, Okay, shut the fuck up. Anne sighs briefly as he says, okay, dot, dot, dot. Boiler takes a long breath and says, look, I can throw some. Anne cuts his sentence midway as he says, no, Boiler, please. Not that. Boiler growls, shut up. Boiler points his bloody index finger at Anne's face. Don't interrupt me. I was going to say, throw some more time at you. Because of this beautiful donation you gave me. But the way you are acting so fucked up in the last fucking minute from the bashing threat. I guess I have no choice. But to fuck you up instead, so be ready to get red hot and wet. Boiler threatens yet again. Anne cries, yeah, that's a real shame. Boiler asks in confusion, why? Anne responds instantly, because there are cameras everywhere, didn't you notice? Boiler looks around and sees cameras everywhere. His face is blank and the dangerous aura evaporating in thin air. Anne cries again as he says, yeah, there was a death in this alley years ago. It was really a shame. The owner from that small office building across from us, he put them up because he felt really bad about it. Or maybe it looks bad for business. You know how people are? Care about their image? The sarcasm was apparent in his tone as he completed his sentence. This enrages Boiler yet again, as he punches the wall again this time. Boiler gets closer to Anne's face yet again. Boiler screams, fuck you, you lying piece of shit! Fuck you! Boiler is cut midway as someone busts out the door from behind them, towards their left. He's carrying a silencer shotgun. Pointing it to Boiler's back, he shouts, hey! The office manager has now started cocking his shotgun. He is trying to get a clearer view of the commotion in front of him. Just what the fuck are you doing out here? Why is that guy on the wall like that? The office manager asks in an authoritative tone. Boiler instantly lets go of Anne. He turns around and looks at the office manager. He gives him a fake smile as he says, oh hey, sorry for startling you. Me and my friend here are just rehearsing for a play. The office manager narrows his eyes as he looks at Boiler skeptically. Not buying his explanation one bit, he asks, then why the fuck were his screams felt so real, as if out of pain from getting sodomized? Boiler smirks as he responds quickly, that's just acting, sir. The office manager asks again, okay, then why the fuck are you still out here? Boiler replies bravely, we are method actors. You see, sir, I like to do is... Office manager finally stops him from speaking any further. He says, okay, just get the fuck out of here. Boiler listened to him silently and nodded his head at him. He quickly gets back to Anne as he looks at his face. He comes closer to him and whispers, you got lucky this morning. You better get my money soon, motherfucker, or else be melty. Anne whispered back, you were so good at this. Why did you quit? Boiler answered his question, whispering, I live a different life. Boiler turns around and starts to smile at the office manager. Walking slowly backwards, he leaves a trail of blood on the ground from his right hand. The office manager is still pointing his shotgun at him. Well, I gotta go. Sorry for scaring you, sir. We were only pretending, says Boiler. That's the thing about him. He has always been good at lying and pretending. Get! The office manager shouts, looking clearly frustrated. Boiler says in a light tone, okay, okay. Oh, Anne, I almost forgot. He drawls as he puts his right hand inside his jeans pocket. Boiler pulls out a cell phone and throws it towards Anne. He catches the cell phone in the air with both of his hands and puts it away. Make sure you don't leave it home. It's important to life now, Boiler tells Anne, as he finally makes his way out of the alley and finally out of Anne's sight. Anne sighs in relief as he pulls out a cigarette and from his right pocket and puts it in his mouth. Pulling out the lighter, he lights up his cigarette and inhales for a while. He finally puffs out as a cloud of smoke comes in his sight. Thanks, man. I think I owe you one, Anne tells the office manager. The office manager starts saying, nah. Then waving his hand in front of Anne's face, he tries to clear out the smoke from cigarette's puff. He continues, you're too good for me, Anne. I thought that sick asshole was gonna, well, you know. Anne responds, nah, we are outside. He only does it inside and alone. Besides, he also needs a plug-in and a long extension cord. Office manager's eyes start squinting by the unbelievable revelation he has just heard. He exclaims, Jesus! And immediately says, Anyhow, I got it covered. The office manager rolls his eyes as he says, Oh, yeah, I saw that. You crying your ass out here. Anne chuckles lightly as he says, I was crying for help, Mr. Frank. Didn't you notice? Yeah, that one hell of a scream you giving out here. Thank God I came in time. Frank shakes his head. Anne smirks at him. You know me, Frank. I cry when I desperately need to get help. Anne finishes his cigarette and throws it away. He starts walking towards the bottom left side of the alley. Anne turns back and says, Well, I better get out of here. You better get to your job of define attorney, Frank reminds, and with a smile playing on his lips. Anne smiles in surrender. Right. Attorney. No matter what, you're the best attorney around, one who never lost a case and still got my respect. At this, Frank looks a little sad as Anne looks at him to bid farewell for now. Bye, Frank. Anne? Frank calls out suddenly. Anne looks around and arcs an eyebrow, questioningly. Watch what you do and be more careful, Frank tells him with a concerned face. As Anne walks away with no concern on his face,